Hi creative friends, this is Soraya and thank you so much for being here. So I allowed these oil sticks to completely dry, and as you can see, I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to really smush into it and nothing's going to come off onto my finger. And that's how I know it's, it's dry. And I probably left it for, I want to say 48 hours or so. And yeah, nothing is coming onto my finger here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dive right into layering some oil pastels over top of my oil sticks. Now, I have never done this before, but I'm assuming that it's going to work. So I guess we're going to see. I've layered other stuff on top of oil sticks, but I haven't used oil pastels. And I don't see why like these should be any different than say a Pitt pen or, the other things that I've put over top of it. And all I'm doing is I'm just building like skin tones, layers. I want to bring some oranges into the skin there. Maybe just a touch of red, touch of yellow. And I'm really going to kind of work it in. And because this is, mixed media portraits, I can use anything I want. And that's what I've been doing, like just trying to experiment and just see like, hey, what can I put on here? And I want to get some blue here. And because this is watercolor paper, I'm really smushing it into the fibers of the paper, and it's holding, it's really high quality Fabriano paper. And now I'm really loving some of these like luscious layers that are happening over here. I also have my Senneliers, so I think I'm gonna use those as well. Let's see here. Now these are really luscious, creamy, delicious. Let's see. Ooh, look at that. Yikes. That is beautiful. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to kind of try to bring it up a little closer here. So I'm just building up my skin tones and just, trying to get some depth going here while still leaving this yellow part that I initially laid down. I want to leave some of those parts too. Now I'm going to be honest, you guys, I think that I prefer when I lay down the blue, the really dark colors first. I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking in my mind, like just say I was gonna paint a still life and I had to put the yellow down for the light parts. I'm thinking that might really be an interesting kind of a challenge that I might enjoy. So I don't know. I mean, it's just a different way of working. because like I mentioned, when you put the dark colors down, you have the shadows, and then you're working to you know, bring in the lights, and then when you lay down, say like I did the yellow over here, it's just the reverse. So it's just a different way of working. So I'm really enjoying this whole, you know, bottom part of the figure here, the neck, where I put the oil pastels down. So I'm just gonna bring some of this into the forehead. And I'm also going to work on the hair a little bit here. Now the thing with oil pastels is that there are so many different ways you can use them. Like you can smush them in like I'm doing right now, but you can also kind of like leave like marks, and I am gonna leave some marks as well because I like that effect. Gonna drop some orange in there. And I'm gonna move these senneliers off to the side here because I want to bring in some different colors for the hair here. So remember you guys, like a few lessons ago when I was talking about a color field has so many different colors in it, even though say this hair reads as black, you know, I'm gonna put a lot of different colors in here, and it's gonna be totally fine. It's still gonna read as black hair. But I'm dropping all sorts of different colors in here. So I am also going to drop in some black here. Just make some delicious marks here. I think one of the great things about this 100-day project is it's allowing me to just experiment and to try out the portraits in like 100 different ways, you know, and I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. And there we go here. So I'm just gonna bring the hair up a little bit. So I'm just gonna continue working it, you guys, and this is basically how I'm going to build up my face. I don't know what I want to do with the background. I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm gonna add some writing. I'm not 100% sure about that, but regardless, I will show you guys the finished product. And again, I'm using that word product. I don't know why. I just noticed it because I did it the last time when I was talking about these portraits. So I guess that's something I have to kind of just think about. I don't know. But I will show you guys the finished portrait, and yeah. I've got to make sure my fingers are clean because I don't want to like get stuff onto this part of the face that, like, say from the hair, you know, that the black that I've been dragging. So I have to make sure that my fingers are clean. So I'm really enjoying this kind of effect here. And it's giving me ideas for my art journal, actually. So, you know, that's kind of interesting and exciting. And okay, you guys, I think I'm going to turn the camera off and leave this alone for a minute until I can figure out what I want to do with the background. So the next time I do another 100-day portrait and I film it, I'm gonna say, hey, you know, this is the yellow lady portrait, and by then hopefully I would have figured out what to do with the background because I don't know right now. But if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. I hope that this has been interesting and informative, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.